Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on I bought old Tsias tanker. You guys have already seen the video, at least the first. There's going to be several about the Tsias tanker and Tsias in general. Uh, Tsias produces a Beretta Model 82 clone that's turned out to be a real good gun. Tsias has been producing 1911 variants now for about 2 years and importing them into the country, and they seem to be very successful. We're going to look at 3 of them. So, the first Tsias I ever bought was this guy, the M1911A1 in World War II finish and configuration. And I shot it extensively so far. I've shot this gun a lot. It shoots pretty well. It didn't have any break-in time to it at all. I got this gun, took it straight out, and it shot and functioned and cycled really good right out of the box. It shoots every magazine I've got. I've got a couple of World War I ones with lanyard rings on the bottom of them that are half blued. They work in this gun. I shoot these guys, Wilson Combat, they work in it. These 40-year-old Magpack magazines that they haven't produced in 30 years, I use those a lot. It comes with a very nice factory magazine. Now, it's not so much GI style, but the finish matches the gun. And it's a perfect, very functional Magar manufactured magazine, made in Italy. It's very nice. And, you know, most of these guns, these so-called knockoffs, they come with crappy magazines. This one comes with a really good one. And the other guns that we're going to show today all came with good magazines. So it's kind of a Tsias thing. They ship you a good magazine. I'd like for them to ship 2, but they don't. Or somewhere in the distribution line, people are swiping the magazines out of the box. That could be the answer. I can't think of a gun being that well made and it not coming with 2 magazines. So this is the model 1911A1 U.S. Army. It's very nicely made. I've said this before. Everything about this is a Remington Rand. The slide serrations are Remington Rand style. The checkering on the hammer is Rand style. The magazine, the number of cuts in the mainspring housing and the configuration of that is Remington. The style of checkering on the trigger is Remington. The style of checkering on the recoil spring bushing, mainspring bushing, recoil spring bushing, the mainspring is down here, is the same as the Remington pattern. It's just, there's no way you can convince me that they don't have a Remington Rand in their pattern room. So here's the tanker that you just saw if you watch this channel at all. It says 1911A1 tanker is imported by Zig, manufactured in Turkey, and says, what is it? SDS, Knoxville, Tennessee on it, has serial number. It's a Commander. It's a classic 1911 Commander configuration gun. In every way, it's a Commander. And it, you know, it didn't work very well in the first video. We're going to see how it works today after a considerable amount of shooting has already been done with this gun for a break-in period. We also have this. This is the Tsias Duty 1911. Okay? And it has the same marking on it. Zig 1911 Tsias Turkey, SDS Knoxville, Tennessee, and the serial number. But this guy reminds me very much of a Kimber custom carry, the original Kimber that came out. It has ambidextrous safety on it that's very much like the Kimber. It has the little scallop right here that's very much like the original Kimber. It has charging serrations forward of the breech area, which I don't like because of safety reasons, but it's very much like the Kimber. It has extra charging serrations back here, and they're square cut. Very nice, very good gripping. Kind of sharp, but they need to be. It has Novak style sights on it. It has a skeletonized hammer. It has enhanced beaver tail grip safety arrangement with pressure panel back here on the back of it. That's why they've got a hump on there, is to give you extra gripping surface on the grip safety. It has a skeletonized target style hammer, but it's not adjustable. But it is in fact metal of some sort. I give it to be probably aluminum. Flat mainspring housing, beveled magazine well. Overall, very nicely appointed Tsias in Tsias price range. All right, so now there's 3 versions of the Tsias 1911. What are we going to do now? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've got a 7-yard target set up down there at defensive range with some target dots on it, like that. And they're marked duty, tanker, and GI. We're going to compare the marksmanship with the same style of ammunition out of the different guns with the same shooter. Gives me an excellent opportunity to make an absolute fool of myself. So let's get on with it. Everything's in place. Let's do it. All right. Get me warning to YouTube. I am installing my suppressor. There you go. All right. Let's go with Tsias duty. We're going to do 7 rounds. Runs up in there pretty nice. Tsias duty at 7-yard defensive range. The man that owns this gun is sitting right here beside me. It's my first cousin, Tony. That's a tack driving son of a bitch right there, buddy.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, let me try mine. Next in the line is tanker. Tsias tanker or commander configuration Tsias. Goes into battery a lot better than it did when I first got it. Really? We are shooting 80-year-old ammunition. Clear that way. Make sure it's clear this way. Yeah. That is WCC 41. Yeah. All right. Where were we at? Oh, we were here. Yeah. All right, we got one left here. It may not like this MagPack magazine. That may be an answer too. All right. And finally, we'll go with the GI. See how the GI does this. Keep reclining. Boy. The GI kicks harder than the rest of them. Jeez. Driving that elbow into that bench. All right. Let's compare the relative marksmanship between the three. Now this is a 7-yard defensive range. There's a 45 and there's a 45. There's one too. The Duty is a real upholster, buddy. It's a tack driver. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty good shooting, buddy. The Tanker, which I expected not to shoot as well because it has a little bit less bore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad, but 2 flyers out there, but they're consistent. The GI, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many. There's a bunch of holes in there someplace. There's a bunch of holes right there. The GI shoots pretty good at 7-yard defensive range. So, you know, what have we learned? Well, we've learned that the Tanker don't like mag-pack magazines. And we've also learned that they all shoot pretty good and consistently. And that the Duty, from this test, the Duty is definitely worth the money. Do we say how much money on YouTube now? Well, no, we don't say how much money on YouTube now, okay? But it's definitely worth the money, whatever it is, okay? I'm pretty happy with all of them. I'm probably going to go out and see if I can pick me up a Duty and complete the set. Well, that's about all I've got for you. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me a old $1 in the Patreon bucket if you want to, and if you don't, I'll keep right on making content for you. God bless everybody. God bless America. Join the NRA, buddy. We really need them. It's the only outfit out there that's got a pack of lawyers that'll take these people to court. And now I'm going to turn it over to my cousin Ed for bonus content. Take it away, bub.
Oh, hello. This is George's cousin Ed, and a little bit of bonus content today, which is going to be on a holster I got recently. Now, this is a Smith & Wesson 317 22 caliber revolver, 8-shot, one of my favorite 22 handguns, except for one thing, and that's trying to find a holster for a 3-point-something inch barrel gun. And that sometimes is not easy. I've gone to a number of gun shops, talked to a number of to leather makers, and they say, no, I just don't want to do it. Well, I was at the Louisville Gun Show with George, and I saw this holster company and went up and started talking to them. And I said, I would like to have a holster for a 317, 3-inch barrel revolver. The guy said, I don't have one right now, but we can make you one. So the company in question, I called them up about 2 days later, took an order over the phone. Very polite, very professional. They do exactly what I was talking about, do exactly what I wanted. And here it is. A holster for a 3-inch barrel revolver, which is kind of nice. They're not easy to find. So the name of this company is WBC Holsters. They're in Garner, North Carolina. It's a very well-made, very professional holster. Unlined, which I like. Good stitching. Made out of bull hide. Just incredibly well-made holster. They can do them in different colors. This one is a little more, I like my holsters a little more light like this. You can get them darker. You can get them in even a variety of colors. And this custom holster costs the same as the regular holster in the line, which I was kind of surprised. And again, we don't talk about prices, but it was very economical for a custom-made holster. So WBC Holsters, Garner, North Carolina. Might want to give them a call if you got a gun with, say, a different kind of barrel length, might be hard to fit, or you want, like I wanted, an inside the pan holster for a 22J frame for a trail gun. You might want to give them a call. Thank you. God bless. Take care.
Oh, well, how you like that? Leave me a comment. If you like bonus content or guest speakers, give me a comment. All right, then. God bless everybody, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye now.